Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video, Situational Awareness. We're going to talk about vehicle movements. Going to be some basic concepts for you to think about, and without further ado, let's get on with it. Just to make it easier, I'm going to shift my face out of the way so that you don't have to sit and look at it. Okay, so number one, where should your keys be before getting into your car? What's the first thing to do when on approach? This is you are walking towards your car. How do you get in a car? Yes, that may seem a very silly question. You have to bear with me, consider my chain of thought in a moment. What's the first thing to do when you've actually got inside or got into your car? When parking your car, what direction do you park it in? Again, a very silly question. Let's look at the answers and my chain of thought. Your keys should always be in your hand before getting into your car. There are several reasons. The first and foremost is it will provide quick access, especially if it's a cold, wet, miserable day. The second thing is it will prevent distractions. You're not going to be stood there rooting through pockets, bags, etc. to try and find your keys. Another reason is if you are approached, then you could use them as an improvised protection tool. Okay, number two, what's the first thing to do when on approach to your car? You should give it a visual inspection. What are you looking for and why? Damaged tires, smashed windows, tampering with petrol caps or bonnets. Petrol cap tampering could be you've had fuel siphoned out. It could also be that somebody has put something into your fuel which will affect your vehicle. Bonnets, it could be the fact that somebody's got in, opened your bonnet and then tampered with the engine. Individuals loitering around your vehicle, that could be that they are loitering around, standing about, or they could be sitting in a vehicle next to yours. How do you get in a car? This may seem a very silly question, but most people will get in with their foot in the footwell facing the bonnet. That's all well and good, but you've created a natural blind spot behind you. Right. When you get in a car, if you get in your footwell, you're facing the bonnet. The problem is you've got a blind spot here. However, if you face this way, you can see the front of your car, the side of your car, and the back of your car. You know you're clear because you've already given a visual inspection on approach. That is why I say bottom first. And apart from which, if you're a woman and you're wearing a dress or a skirt, when you slide your feet in, you're going to protect your dignity. Now I'll move my face out of the way. What's the first thing to do when on approach to your car? Sorry, I will apologise. What's the first thing to do when you've got into your car? I do apologise. You lock the door. You get in the car, you lock the door, you've just secured yourself in a secure environment. From there, what I do as a security precaution, I put my keys in the ignition, I start it, and I put it in D for drive because mine's an automatic. I have hand controls, so what I do is I press my hand controls, hold my knee against the hand controls on the brake. That way, it's in drive, the brake's depressed, I'm in a secure location. If I do need to get away in a hurry, then I can do. Okay, last but not least, when parking a car, what direction do you park it in? There's two ways to park it, bonnet first, boot first. It's always easier to reverse in and drive out than it is to drive in and reverse out. If you go in boot first, you get in your car, you lock the door, start the engine, put it into first gear or drive, whichever gearbox you've got, put your foot on the brake, you're then ready to go. Then you can play around with your seatbelt and your sat nav. But at that point, if need be, you can get away. Okay, that's the end. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call or drop me an email. If you have any questions, you are living in the Nottingham or Nottinghamshire region, I am quite happy to come and give a free 1-hour consultation. If you need to find out more about me, where I am, what I do, then please feel free to visit my website. You can call me anytime you like. I am an anti-stalking specialist, but I do deal with situational awareness training. So if you do want any training, please feel free to get in touch. Many thanks, and be safe out there, ladies and gentlemen. Situational awareness. It's your life. Protect it.